he turns out to be a little evil, I think I
It's officially Smuttober, and I told myself I was gonna behave this month and keep it cool. But let's be real, I lied. I've been knee deep in books that have no business being this nasty, smutty, or just plain old good, y'all. And I'm having a freaking time. So much so that since recording this video, the list got even nastier. I'll be sharing the updates at the end because the girls need options. Nevertheless, enjoy. Now, before we hop into some things, I am doing something new this month, y'all. I decided to join a book reading challenge for Smuttober, created by the Sip and Read sisters. If you don't know about them, please go check them out. But I had to hop on because y'all know I am the Smuttovert, okay? So I'm following their guide within this video chat. But first, I'll be listening to their playlist while also making their signature drink before I get into the filth and paranormal books I'll be devouring this month.
So we will be making Sip and Read's Dark Desire cocktail, y'all. And I honestly do not have all the ingredients, so I don't feel like going to the grocery store either. Today is Sunday, y'all, and I do not feel like dealing with everybody and their mama in the grocery store. So I'm gonna use what I got. I went to the gas station up the street, so I got what I got, but it's still gonna taste good. It's gonna be my own little twist to the Dark Desire cocktail. So what they have as their ingredients is 2-ounce vodka, 1-ounce blackberry liquor, splash of cranberry juice, top it with Prosecco, and then you garnish it with a black sugar rim and blackberry skewer. But what we're going to be doing is cran grape to give it that dark color, y'all. Then, because I want a little sparkling up in there, I got the apple grape. Martinelli's. Y'all, I love me some damn Martinelli's. Like, I would go through these. I would go through at least 4 a day if I could. I can't, but I'm trying to slow down on the juice, okay? Y'all know I'm trying to be the hydrated hottie and drink more water. So, I have to slow down on it. But this is it, y'all. This is it. So, it's going to give it a little sparkle. And then, I'm not really a vodka girly, so I have some tequila. I've been had this, I haven't drank it yet, or I had a little bit of it. So I'm gonna have tequila, Terramana. I have some edible blue glitter that I'm gonna add to this sugar, and that's how I'm gonna do the rim. I don't have a lime to do it, so I'm probably just gonna use water, y'all. And then I have some blueberry sour patches, and that's what I'm gonna use to garnish my drink. So I don't know how I'm gonna do it without a skewer, but we're just gonna do what we can and go with the flow. Okay, so let's make some things. I'm gonna add some water to the rim, y'all. There we go. Gotta hit record. When it's just water, we're gonna make it do. Let's do baby. Now we're gonna have the crab. Just a little bit, or this is a cran grape. I'm sorry. Just a little splash. We're gonna add our tequila. Then we are gonna add in, I'm gonna add in some more glitter too. Not y'all get to watch me struggle. cute. I'm gonna come back closer. Hold on. Look how cute this drink is. It's cute. Now to taste it. Let's see. It's delicious, y'all. Now let's get into some things. Welcome to Smuttober, y'all. The spiciest, smuttiest, softest reader challenge hosted by Sip Then Read, your favorite sisters. I am doing their challenge for October, y'all, and I'm so excited to share about the reads that I'm diving into and have already dived into so far this month. I'm diving into everything dealing with monster book baes to witchy romance this month, and then we're also sipping on this Dark Desires cocktail. Y'all, this is too good. Like, it's too good. Oh, and I forgot to share. Look at my spooky season nails, y'all. So cute. So cute. Okay. Round of applause for the nails. All right. If y'all cannot tell, I am in my new space, y'all. I'm just so freaking happy to be in this space. It's so much larger and I feel like I can breathe again. I feel like I was in my last apartment for 2 years, and you know, I love the inside of my apartment. Don't get me wrong. I love the inside of my apartment, but I just did not feel like I had enough space, and I shared about this in an earlier vlog of this year, and y'all, just needed more space. Like I didn't want to feel claustrophobic in my apartment anymore. I just felt like stuff is just everywhere, and I'm spilling this drink. Let me put it down. I just felt like stuff was everywhere, and I just felt like I didn't have space to put a lot of the things that I had in my house. And then also I wanted a larger bookshelf, and I'm gonna put something back here because it's nothing but space and opportunity back here. And I will be showing y'all what that will eventually look like in some of my videos. Y'all will be seeing me in this space, right? But y'all, I feel so much lighter and I feel so much happier, especially because the main thing was that my old apartment was literally on the north side of Houston. So I worked downtown. Y'all, I was literally driving 45 minutes to an hour just to get into work, and then another hour to get the fuck home, and sometimes longer just because Houston traffic and everybody trying to get home after work, everybody trying to get home at 5 o'clock. It was just taking a toll on me mentally, physically, and I just felt myself being really, really drained. But my new apartment now is literally, y'all, kid y'all not, it is literally 10 minutes away from my job. 3.9 miles. I'm literally getting an hour and a half or more back to my life every day because now I live so much closer to my job, y'all. And I'm so relieved. I'm so freaking relieved. But anywho, okay, so y'all, so I'm gonna put on the screen this board that Sip Then Read had created, which is their Smuttober challenge. Each box is either a book we have to read and it's based on a theme from the box, or it's a playlist, or what you guys are just seeing me do, make a cocktail or a mocktail. Yeah, let's talk about it. So the first book up is a monster bae romance, and the monster bae romance book that I chose to read this month that I already started reading, and y'all, it's good so far, is Falling for a Ghost by B. Tasha Marie. Y'all, this cover, look at this cover. Matter of fact, this ain't doing it justice because I really wish I would have got the color Kindle. I forgot what it's called, but the color one where, you know, you can see the color covers, okay? Why am I drawing blanks? Let me show it to y'all from my phone because y'all gotta see this man, because he covers not just the monster book bae romance, but this covers the cover list box from the reading challenge. So let me show y'all. This man is so gorgeous. Y'all can't tell me this man ain't gorgeous. This man is fine. Do you see this dark chocolate? Oh my God, this man is so fine. He got orange eyes. He's actually the ghost, like the ghost that's in, because I started reading the story already. So So the ghost actually has orange eyes. I haven't figured out why, because that's very, very strange against, you know, onyx tone skin. So I'm trying to figure out, like, is he back from hell, or like like, why does this man have orange eyes? I don't know. I haven't gotten that far yet. I'm just 3 chapters in. It is a short story. I think the book is only like an hour and 20-minute read, and I'm 3 chapters in, and I think I have like 52 minutes left in the book. And so, yeah, this man is fine. Okay, so he covers the coverless box. Okay, y'all, this man is fine. His name is Ghost, and even if he turns out to be a little evil, I think you know, I like them bad boy characters, you know. Let's move on. So next up is the witchy romance, and I'm not entirely sure, y'all, I'm being honest, if this is a witchy romance, if it can be considered a witchy romance, but I am going with the flow because I started reading it, and I know like a lot of the characters in this book have supernatural powers. And then also I feel like there's gonna be some kind of romance going on. It has not popped off yet, but the author has been planting seeds here and there that she's planting breadcrumbs, okay, that alludes to that there's gonna be some kind of romance going on between a character or two. So the book that I'm talking about is All the Rave, y'all, because this author is so freaking amazing. She's in a lane of her own. Nobody else writes like her. Y'all, she authored the Carter Boys. If you know, you know. And more recently, I want to say a couple years ago, the Moon Run series, which, y'all, when I tell y'all, I devoured all 5 books in literally just a week because I was so enthralled with the storyline, the characters. There's always a lot of characters in all her books, but it's not hard to keep up. It's not hard to understand what's going on, and that's why I fuck with her. And I feel like she really is a true, authentic writer. Like, she has several write-ups of the same scene. I used to be in her, I don't know what happened to her quote-unquote book club on Facebook, a group. And it was called The Lunchroom or something like that. And I was in there, but I feel like it doesn't exist anymore. I don't know what happened to it. But I was in there. She used to drop different scenes. And if y'all know, like if y'all have been following Miss Granger or Miss Desiree, y'all do know that she likes to switch up her scenes. Like, she's taking the readers on a journey with her as she's writing stuff, which I can really appreciate because you can literally see how the story transforms, like how it started and where she ended up with. And I can really appreciate that, especially because I know for a fact there's a lot of authors who, as soon as they finish writing their first draft, that's it for them, and they publish their first draft. And I just feel like, if they had spent a little bit more time, like the first draft sometimes be really, really good, but a writer usually spends so much time with their characters, getting to know them and writing drafts and making the story the best. Like, that's what I know writing to really, really be. And that's something I can really, truly appreciate about Desiree Granger, or Granger now, as she writes her paranormal fantasy books. And y'all, fantastic writer. I started reading maybe like 4 or 5 days ago, The Secret World of Maggie Gray, and I finally wanted to dive in just because I know how I am with her books. Like, I need at least 3 or 4 of the books out already, girl, before I even start book 1. And now that I want to say she has 4 books in this series already out, I decided to start it so I can go ahead and gobble this shit up, y'all. Like, gobble. I'm about to gobble this shit up, okay? What I have been reading so far, oh my God, her worlds are so intricate. Like, honestly, I would love Drew Collins. I would love to see this as a real life film series, like the Harry Potter series. I would love to see this come to life on the big screen. I would literally pass out, y'all, if it does. Like, I'm praying to God this gets picked up because she's such a great writer, y'all. Oh my God. And y'all know I'm really a paranormal fantasy girly. Give me the vampire book babes, give me the witches, give me the mermaids, give me the weird werewolves, and they're not weird, but you know, like give me the weird stuff, give me the creatures. I'm really into that, and so that's why I'm like, oh my, I know I'm gonna love this story already. Like I said, I just started it 4 days ago, and I'm reading so many books at once, y'all, and I had to remind myself that reading is not a race, and I feel like a lot of people have forgotten a plot when it comes to being a reader, is that it's not a race. It does not matter how many books you read a month. Like, people have forgotten a fucking plot when it comes to being a reader. Like, reading should be fun. So I'm gonna enjoy this story and the other stories that I am reading at my own pace and my own time. And it's not a race. I'm not racing to finish and a whole bunch of books and say, oh, I read 20 books this month. No. Like, I'm perfectly fine with sharing if I read 1 book or 2 books. For the past 2 months that I've been out, I only read about 3 or 4 books in the entire 2 months that y'all haven't seen me. So yeah, I'm really excited to finish this, y'all. So excited, okay? Yeah, I'm gonna try to move through the next couple ones real quickly and not get chatty Cathy because I know I can. But the next box up for the Smuttober challenge is One Bed Only, and that means a book where it's either a threesome, why choose type of book. 2 months ago, I read Leak It by A Blossom, and I did not realize until recently that there's a part 2. And I really love that story because sis is having her best motherfucking life with these 2 twin brothers, okay, who are blowing her back out, eating her real good, and treating her real nice, giving her princess treatment. Like, sis is literally getting really good sex out here in these streets. And by 2 twin brothers, okay? Did I say that? Like, and sometimes she's having sex with both of them at the same time. They're sharing the same bed. Did I say that the 2 twin brothers are fucking the same girl at the same time? And y'all, in the book, the mama had a problem with it because she was like, are y'all like gay? Like, are y'all involved in some kind of incest kind of situation? So what I was reading with part 2 of the series, which is called Naughty and Leaked. Can y'all see it? What I was reading from the synopsis is basically that they have some more family drama going on, and I feel like the family drama might center around the mama of the twins. Probably does not approve of her twin sons sleeping with the same lady, especially because in book 1, and this is gonna be a spoiler. Okay, so if you have not read the book, please skip ahead. Now, I'm gonna put on the screen where you can skip to. But in book 1, what had happened was that early on in the book, when Naomi, the main female character, sleeps with the 2 twin brothers on the cruise, they are getting it on in a hot tub on the cruise. Somebody in the bushes is recording them, and the recording of them having sex goes viral. It gets leaked, hence Leak It. Which also I feel like Leak It comes from Ari Lennox and Chloe Bailey's song Leak It, which I love, y'all. But anyway, so their little sex tape is leaked and it's all over the internet. Naomi loses her job, but the twin brothers, they have a cannabis business that blows up because all the girls are seeing the way they dick down Miss Ma'am. The way they dick down Miss Ma'am, all the girls want to know who these brothers are. So the brothers are getting a lot more business because of the video, and everybody has seen the video. The twin brothers' mama has seen the video too, and I think her hairstylist were talking about it or whatever. So I think the mama had always had like a bitter taste in her mouth about who this chick was, like, because she's like, who was this hoe that y'all had tag team on the cruise? So I think the mom has always like disapproved of Naomi. She's not with the shits. So I feel like I feel like A Blossom's gonna go deeper into what that looks like, because by the end of the story in the first book, Leak It, it seems like they're in a real relationship. Like, they have an agreement that this is what they do. The twin brothers are both in a relationship with Naomi, and they're not letting up off of her, okay? She got that good. So they're not letting up off of her. So yeah, I'm really excited to read part 2, Naughty and Leaked, and read more about the couple, because this is a very interesting kind of dynamic. Like I said, it's twin brothers who are choosing to be in a relationship with the same chick. And that's, I feel like I'm gonna say it's unheard of. It might be common. I don't know. You know, people be doing stuff. And I just be out the way and mind my own business over here. Like, I do not judge what people do with their lives. Like, I have my own life. I mind my business. So this is very, very, very interesting. Next up is Mass Temptation, which is a story about lovers who might be wearing masks. They're at a masquerade, or they don't know who the other is. And I'm also gonna argue that maybe it could be like two lovers who are talking to each other through a screen, never met each other in person, probably don't know what the other looks like, but they have developed some sort of relationship or something. I haven't been able to find a book like that. I would love to read a book like that, but I also haven't been able to find a book about a masquerade or that involves a masquerade of where two lovers can find each other. But what I did find, which, we're gonna make this one work. Let me type it in Amazon. I don't have it downloaded on my Kindle yet because I have to finish the books that I do have before I add this one up. But this one is on the list. It's for sure something I'm reading this month, y'all. I'm not playing. I've been wanting to read it for quite some time. But I looked on the cover and what do you know? The girl is wearing a mask. So I'm like, this counts. Okay, we're going to be reading Trickin' is a Treat by Brienne Dene. Look how beautiful and gorgeous this cover is. Oh my God, look how it goes so up my nails. Y'all, this is too cute. This is too cute. So it's an erotic Halloween tale. So it is a short. It's about 56 pages. Wow, you can read this in an hour. Yeah, so I'm definitely reading this. I feel like it says there's 2 books in the series. So I'm going to be reading both Trickin' is a Treat and Midnight in the Grove, which is book 2. So I'll be reading this as well. And if y'all do know of some books that involve like a masquerade, or if there's 2 lovers who are talking to each other from the screen and they don't know each other, and y'all know of a book like that, drop it in the comments because I would love to read it, okay? Okay, drop it in the comments. Next up is Tie Me Up Buttercup, and y'all, I'm really excited about this read, and I'm not sure if I'll be able to get to it in October. It really depends on the author, and the reason why I say it depends on the author is because the book is called Claimed by Genesis Woods. This cover is so gorgeous, and it is a 5-book series. They're all shorts, and this is a cover. And so y'all, I actually bought the author's book box, and she just recently shared on her Facebook that she combined all the books in a series and she added a 6th book, which is something she hasn't even released and won't be releasing on Amazon. Like, only people who got her book box will be able to enjoy it. She just shared on her Facebook that the book ended up being over 600 pages, and the book is way too big now for her boxes that she already had for the book boxes. So now she's having to go back through production and get a bigger box for this book. And y'all, that made me really excited because I'm like, oh, I can't wait to get into it because I heard some really good things about it. My fave, Granger, has shared on her Insta stories that Genesis Woods has the best book boxes in the game. And I was like, what? Y'all, I rarely buy book boxes, okay? When I saw that and that Granger had co-signed it, I was like, okay, let me go ahead and purchase this book box because I need to know what's in here. And she's like, it's so intentional. It's not just like little random gadgets that you usually might see people just be randomly throwing into the box to make it something. But she said Genesis Woods was really intentional with her book boxes. Those were some of the best book boxes she has ever received. So with that cosign and hearing other influencers talk about this series, I was like, okay, let me go ahead and get it. So y'all, yeah, I don't know when I'm gonna get the book box, but that'll of course be when I dive into this book series. If I get it by the end of this month, I will share in my community post that I got it. Before I I plan to do a full boxing video of it, and then also sharing about the stories and rating them, of course, and talking about the smut, okay? Because that's the most important thing. We're gonna talk about the smut. Okay, Smuttober. So yeah, y'all, I'm really excited about getting into the series. They're quick reads. Each book is like 70 pages, so yeah.
Y'all, I also completely left out the fact that this book is super spicy. It's about a woman who is freshly divorced and she's looking for some excitement in her life, and she ends up joining like a private club, and on her first night she meets a man who's tall, dark, dominant. So it's a BDSM, dom, and sub erotica.
I can't wait to get this. I really, really can't wait. Let me make sure I am covering everything on Sip and Read's October challenge, because I feel like I went all over the place. I don't think I stayed on track. They also have Naughty Novella on here. So on my list, I have an honorable mention of A Tale of Two Cities. This is a cover by Alexandra Warren. A Tale of Two Cities, and the synopsis goes as: when people think of a holiday for love, they automatically come up with Valentine's Day. But who's to say that's the only one? A trip to Sin City for a Halloween-themed joint bachelor and bachelorette party is all it takes for Savannah and Lincoln to learn this the not-so-hard way. Okay, so it's giving real romance. I think I'm gonna still read this, but I feel like I need something a little bit more naughty. And what I had on my list is Costume Cutty by Shanicia C. Higgins, which is part of a 6-book series. It's called Booze and Booze. They're shorts by 6 different authors, and they're all a Halloween themed book. They're all supposed to be spicy as fuck. And so the first book is called Costume Cutty by Shanicia C. Higgins. Hopefully y'all can see it, because I'm starting to get more light in. Before it was a little bit more darker. But like I said, it's book 1 in a 6-book series by 6 different authors, all writing Halloween smut tales. Let me show y'all book 2 by Ashley Nicole. It's called The Wrong Wicker. These books came out like 4 or 5 years ago, but I'm just now about to dig into them. This book is only 41 pages, and Costume Cutty is 78 pages. This is gonna be a part of the Naughty Novella on the Smuttober list. Okay, next up is Annotate the Smut. Now, I annotate smut all the damn time, and I haven't annotated any smut yet. Not yet, but y'all, this is just a breakdown of all the books I plan on reading throughout this month. Some I have already started, and what I plan to do is, I'm not gonna do another video where I'm giving a review. What I'm gonna do is have separate reels where I'm giving a review for each book, okay? For Falling for a Ghost, which is the monster bae romance by the Tasha Marie, I'm gonna do a reel for that. For The Secret World of Maggie Gray, I'm gonna do a separate reel for that. So just so I can create some more content that isn't always long form. And I like doing little short reels. If y'all have seen, I have been doing quite a few during my absence. So on my TikTok, if y'all follow me on TikTok, I have been doing quite a few, and I'm so proud of myself because your girl was growing her TikTok account, okay? And I'm shocked at how fast like my account was growing, because I haven't been posting at all, y'all, since I started that account back in, I want to say either February or March. But it recently blew up because I started sharing more. So y'all, create the content is what I'm trying to say. Create the content. Now, I think there's 2 things left on this list. So queer smutty romance. I don't really read queer novels like that. So I had a hard time finding one that's Halloween themed, because I'm trying to stick to a Halloween kind of theme with all the books that I'm reading for Smuttober. So I'm still on the hunt for that. Once I find it, I'm gonna do a separate reel about it as well. And then the last one on the list is Listen to an Illicit Seduction. Hold on, mouth dry. Y'all, look how cool. All the glitter fell to the bottom. This is pretty cool. The last one on the list is Listen to an Illicit Seduction by Shanice C. Higgins. So this was a book that Sip and Read chose for everyone to read collectively. They left everything else open for people to find their own books to read for the challenge, except for this one. This is one that they want everybody to read collectively. I have started listening to the audiobook yesterday, and it's only 3 hours and 30 minutes, and I'm an hour and some change in. I will say it's a bit of a slow burn right now. I do know Shanice, I'm reading her other book, Costume Cuddy, for my Smuttober challenge, but I'm gonna finish it and I'll come back with a reel of my review. But for right now, I'm not sure if it's my speed. All right, y'all, that is my Smuttober lineup. I am so freaking excited to be back on camera, y'all. Did y'all miss me? Cause I missed y'all, like I really did. It was 2 freaking months, and I hate that I went missing in action for so long because y'all miss all my stylish hairstyles. Y'all miss me. I was a spicy orange auburn girly for my friend's wedding. I'll probably post a picture up here. Baby, when I tell you I was turning heads and breaking necks with that color in my hair, okay? Too bad it did not last so long. Like the lace in the front was, I feel like I had it professionally installed, and I feel like she might have plucked too much in the front, and I just feel like she was beginning to bald, and no. Then I went reddish brown for my birthday, y'all. I'm gonna show y'all curly. I went really curly girl for my birthday. I'm gonna show y'all a picture up here. Loved it. I was breaking necks and turning heads with this one too, okay? But y'all don't know, I've been getting some bad wigs. This is pissing me off. Like, I'm so mad. That wig was so gorgeous when I got it fresh out the pack and I put it on my head. It was so gorgeous. Just meshed so well with my skin tone. I found the perfect eyebrow pencil to blend in with that hair color. Yeah. The wig must have lasted me a good 2 weeks before the curls were just getting like super tingly. And it was a glueless wig, so I was taking it off every night. I wasn't sleeping with it. So it was just no reason for that hair to be matting up the way it did and tangling up the way it did. And so many times I wanted to get up here and show y'all my fucking wigs too, but I was just bogged down with everything I had going on. I did record me with the auburn wig that I wore to my friend's wedding in August. And I did an unboxing for Curvy Girl Summer because I had actually, you know what? I'm not gonna talk about it in this book. I'm gonna talk about it in that video when it comes out. Just know I'm doing a Curvy Girl Summer video. I'm also doing a Demon's Dream video, and I'm doing the Danger series video. But they're gonna come pretty much probably in November. They're not gonna come this month in October because I need to get through what I need to get through for this month. Because next week by the time y'all watch this video, I will be at the pop-up for Books on the Ground right here in Houston, y'all. So exciting news. I am the vendor there. I will be selling my bookish body butters at the Books on the Ground event happening on October 18th. So when y'all see this, it'll be October 18th. So I will already be there. Y'all already know I will be out there recording content too. So there will be a video about my experience for Books on the Ground because I'm not only doing a pop-up that Saturday, but I'm also engaging in some of the events happening that Sunday. And then also the day of Books on the Ground is my homecoming, y'all. Like, I am celebrating 10 years having graduated from the Texas Southern University, and I cannot believe it. Like, I had a whole moment with myself. Like, damn, it's been 10 years since I graduated from college. If I didn't feel old, that definitely made me feel old. Like, damn. And so they are celebrating us alumni who graduated in 2015 because it's 2025 and it's our 10-year anniversary, y'all. So I am gonna be hitting the yard. I'm not gonna be bringing this fancy camera, because if you know about homecoming, you know it's not the place where you wear your good fancy stuff, honey, or bring your good fancy stuff. You still look good, but you look comfy good, okay? Because you're gonna be outside in the streets, in the yard. So I'll be recording with my phone. I'm really excited about that because I will have no rest, y'all. Like all this week I will be preparing for Books on the Ground. I'm not gonna do another video where I show y'all me preparing for it, because I pretty much did a full breakdown of what it looks like of me preparing for these pop-ups, for the Atlanta pop-up, for the Literary Gem Awards. So if y'all have not checked that video out yet and you want to know what goes on behind the scenes while I prep for a pop-up, go ahead and watch that. But y'all, I will be bringing y'all with me for Books on the Ground and showing y'all some stuff from TSU, my alma mater. So that's gonna be a really dope video coming up, and that'll come the week after Books on the Ground. So y'all, I'm really excited. I'm happy to be back. Thank y'all so much for tuning in today. I love y'all and I missed y'all. I promise I will not be gone for this long ever again. Like, I'm gonna try my best to really continue to put out a video every week, okay? But I'm so happy to be back. I'm so appreciative for all y'all who have reached out and sent me messages like, girl, where you at? Or I miss you, girl, I miss your videos. Like, I love y'all. Thank y'all so much. And I will see y'all next time. Mwah.